just start talking.
Okay, the picture up there is Company B of the 263rd Infantry. I was transferred out there for D-Day with a group of people. And that picture right there is on, with the walls. It is the where I was in the Army and then switched over to the Air Force later. And that plate over there was given to us at one of the meetings at up in St. Louis, I believe.
Were you involved in the invasion at D-Day?
I came in about a month later.
Okay.
And I hit, once they made the landing, we were in reserve anyway, and so once they made the landing, they pushed in. The Germans were just us. Well, they lost a lot of people there because the Germans were sort of dug in. And anyway, they went in and was about 8 or 9 miles inland when we came in, so there was no fighting there, but you could see what's going on. And later on, my family wanted to know what happened, and they were very persistent. And so finally I did scribble out a few things, and I'll let you look at it.
Okay.
And so, but anyway, finally got everything together, and going back over here, today, they'll fight over there for a year and then come home and go back, and that's worse on you than you ever. So this is the way we fought. Can I bring this up so you can get a good...
I can zoom in.
On that right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
You stayed there till you either killed or wounded enough to go home.
Okay.
And this tells us what we were decorated for, and this is the highest decoration America has. And we had a reunion here, and the French come up and give us a thing. And this thing here is the Cold War. I stayed in the military for 27 years, by the way. And this is just a few things that were given. And there's one I couldn't get, and that was a Grenadier of Luxembourg, because it wasn't available. And during the Battle of the Bulge, 4 divisions were strung out for about 100 miles. And they were, the first day of the Bulge, my company was hit with 9 German divisions. And we were strung out for 25 miles, and it was just a little outpost is what it was. And they could have went through us in a hurry, but they had us at their back, so they didn't like that. So they wanted to take it. And the 4 divisions was the 28th, the 4th, and the 106th, and the 99th. And so before the Bulge was over, in 30 days, they estimated we had our casualties were over 80,000. dead. And it took all of these rest of these people to fill the gaps, because they were doing other things, like they airborne. A lot of the airborne, the 101st, were in Paris, so they had to round them all up. They were on leave, and so I like it. This was sent to me from the town of Wilkes. I think that's the way you pronounce it, Wilkes or something. Anyway, this is a monument to what we did, and it's got an inscription on the back. Now, I don't know if these people, but it was sent to a unit that I was a member of, and I was the only one there that they could find. And it says, to somebody very important, special, from your Luxembourg family. It gives a name, and I appreciate it. And I was at a reunion in St. Louis, and we were 8 of us around the table. I got a picture of it. And it was the customers, and they were passing out things, and this Belgian woman come in, had a stack of plates, that plate over there, and was trying to give everybody up. And I got up and helped her to strip the 8 of us to the table. And I thanked her. She said, "Oh, no, this is grandma's got real panicky." He said, "Don't thank me. I thank you for giving my country back to me." And that was real touching.
Amen. Good.
And
Let me back this up just a minute. And okay, I got it right. Let me look at some of these citations here.
okay,
This one.
I'll let you. Now, the 112th is what I was in. This was the final battle of Germany,
Right.
and I was in it, and we almost got to the last man.
Yeah.
I think we had less than 20 men left out of it. We thought we lost, but we didn't know until later that we'd won.
And this one here is Veterans of the Battle of the Ardennes, which is the Battle of Bulge.
Yeah,
Right.
that was sent to me. That came about a week ago. Now I'll tell you how this thing works. I'm gonna let you read one. And you got a Medal of Honor. It goes to one man. And when he dies, it dies. But this thing here is for whole units. And it's the same honor. And it lives forever. I'll show you something. It stays with the unit, going on and on.
All right. Let me look at some of these over here. Presidential Unit, Bronze Star, Army Good Conduct, American Defense,
Yeah.
Europe, Africa, Middle East.
And the battles I was in.
Battle you were in. WWII Victory, American Campaign, Battle of the Bulge. Now that's this one here. Yes, that's that one there.
Yeah.
Cold War Victory.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in?
Well, I stayed in
27 years. All right. Good. And you were in the Army and transferred to the Air Force?
Well, I was in the infantry. I was
Infantry.
combat all the time.
Right.
Nevertheless, so. And after the war, I was discharged. And Polly and I were down in, fact, the matter is, in August, I came home the night of her birthday. And that's the night Japan surrendered. And I was on a bus, and I've got it written down there where it was comical. I woke up on the hospital, up in the operating room, really, before we got there, you know. But anyway,
You were wounded?
I was hurt, yeah. What happened, we were in 40 below zero, the snow up to here, and I'll show you a picture there.
Let me step back here. You just stay there and talk. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You were in 40?
And 40 below zero, the snow was up to my armpits, and I was about that much taller than I am now. And it was so cold, our weapons froze up. We couldn't wear an overcoat. The order was kill any man with an overcoat. That's wearing one. So he carried it strapped to his back. Now, why these people today are fighting our army are so loaded down with junk. You know what I carried in combat?
Go ahead.
A cartridge belt, and I got one out there, a little old medical package, bandage. It wouldn't do much at all. If you got wounded, you had to have a medic somewhere. But anyway, that, and I carried extra ammunition around my waist. I didn't, like you see now, hanging there. Something shines and then make a target. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like today. I don't know what they're teaching these people, but they got body armor on. And what's the dumbest thing you can do? What is the realest dumbest thing?
Put something on so people can see you?
No. Get up there and look over a wall shooting. Nothing, what's not protected.
Right, your head, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we didn't go down the street in a bunch. And the buildings over there were about 5 or 6 stories high. It wasn't those little huts. And we went down. You get up close to the building as possible, and on both sides. And this man over here is looking over there, and you're looking over here. And I'm not going to kick a door down to go in and see who's in there. I'm going to blow the building down. That's the way we did. And a point in time, there's a place called, I believe it was Waldendorf. We were the first combat people into Waldendorf. It's about 15 miles inside of Germany. And you go in through it, everybody hung bed sheets out, so you didn't bother them. We got about 15 miles beyond that, and we hit a tremendous counterattack. We had to hold it where we were because all the civilians come out with weapons, took the bed sheets down, and as some of the guys were going back, they come under gunfire. When I came through that town, there wasn't a building, not a tree stump, hired and about like that, not a hedge, nothing. And the Germans never did that again.
So they disguised themselves as the civilians. Well, they are. I mean, they were Germans, so yeah, it was inside Germany. Okay.
Well, so, and I'll tell you something else, too. The Air Force would not bomb the cities. When the beginning, everybody's wondering, why don't the Air Force help? They'd strafe them, but they wouldn't tear the city up. And at a town called Dresden, they finally woke up because all the Germans were doing was moving the factories underground and were getting stronger. And that's when the jet airplane come out. And so what happened is that the RAF started bombing at night, and the American would bomb all day. And when they created a firestorm, and more people died in Dresden, in the city, in the subways and all that, than they did in Hiroshima.